Win a brand new iPhone Pro Max 12 with these 4 easy steps. Step 1. Subscribe to IMG YouTube channel. Step 2. Click the notification bell. Step 3. Share one episode of Your Money Matters on Facebook and tag 3 friends using the hashtags #IMG Your Money Matters, #I Am Great iPhone 12 Pro Max giveaway, #IMG official channel. Step 4. Visit img-corp.net/iPhone 12 PMax and fill out the giveaway registration form. The lucky winners will be raffled during the live premiere of Your Money Matters episode 26. Watch and share this with your family and friends now to get a chance to win. Good luck!
Is there an easy way to earn money?
How can I build passive income?
Stock indices or real property assets.
What can you advise that I should start with doing already so that I can be financially ready in my older years?
We'll help you understand all you need to know about your finances.
And even if your income is very small, if you have the right formula, you should be able to save.
Your bigger responsibility after saving some of your money is how to grow that money.
Pay yourself first.
If you want to earn more, you've got to learn more.
So you have to invest in yourself, get the education, be with the right people. Very important.
Learn how you can retire wealthy. I'm Risa Singson Kaupeng. Join me every week here at Your Money Matters. Magandang araw sa inyo, Luzon, Visayas at Mindanao, and all of you scattered in the 7 continents all over the world. Welcome to Your Money Matters. I'm your host, Risa Singson Kaupeng. Sa episode na ito, we hope to bring you some new learning that will change the way you think about your money and move you towards financial freedom. Ang panelists natin ngayon ay ang mag-asawang Ray and Jenaline Labrado. We welcome back natin sila kasi nag-guest na sila dati sa ating show. Ray worked as a maintenance crew in a Japanese firm, while Jenaline worked in a shipping company for more than 10 years as an accounting clerk. Another couple on our panel today is Kenneth and Roxanne Corvera. Si Ken was a marketing consultant and a singer-songwriter. Aba, kakantahan kaya tayo ni Ken mamaya? While Roxanne was a hotelier and travel specialist. Today, the Labrado and Corvera couples will teach us about the laws of wealth creation. Gaya ng law of gravity or law of flight, meron din palang mga alituntunin na dapat tayong sundin kung gusto nating palaguin ang ating pera. So get your minds ready and let's learn about these laws of wealth creation. Palagay mo, alin sa mga sumusunod ang tama? A. Kapag may tama kang kaalaman tungkol sa pera at paano ito ipunin at i-invest, nasa tamang daan ka patungo sa pagiging mayaman. B. Hindi ko kailangan ng financial literacy dahil wala pa naman akong malaking perang naitabi. C. Ang pagiging mayaman ay swerte-swerte lang. And the answer is A. Kapag may tama kang kaalaman tungkol sa pera at paano ito ipunin at i-invest, nasa tamang daan ka patungo sa pagiging mayaman. Hello, Ray and Jenaline! Kamusta kayo? Welcome back to our show. How have you been?
Sister Risa, good evening, good morning, and good afternoon po sa lahat.
Yes. Kamusta naman ang mga taong natutulungan ninyo sa pagsasaayos ng kanilang finances?
Mabuti naman, no? Kasi marami tayong natutulungan, pero mas marami pang matulungan pag tuturo natin sa kanila yung wealth creation.
I also want to welcome to our show Kenneth and Roxanne Corvera. Hello, welcome, Ken and Roxanne.
Hi po!
Hi po, Sis
Hi,
Risa.
Grace.
First time nyo sa ating programa. So, can you tell us about yourselves para mas makilala namin kayo?
Ayan, no? So, excited kami kasi nga first time, no? And dati, isa akong marketing consultant and admin ng isang cooperative din. And also a singer-songwriter, no? And si Roxanne naman ay
Yeah, I'm a hotelier by profession po and a travel expert. Way back 6 years ago, yung pinursu ko pa yung forte ko. Yeah, we were actually both millennials and yung
katulad ng mga ibang millennial na walang savings and spend ng spend, no? Parang mga gastador talaga kasi mahilig kaming gumala, mahilig kaming gumastos, lumabas ng pumunta ng mall, talagang wala nang natitira din sa aming mga sahod. And then later we realized na isa na yung pera sa pinag-aawayan namin. So
we actually keep on blaming each other before, no, na yun nga, kasi nauso yung word na YOLO YOLO, which is you only live once. So gasta kami ng gasta every time na nagsusweldo kami. So kain dito, kain doon, yun nga, gasta kami ng gasta para may masabi na mayaman kami. So ganon yung life namin noon before.
Ken and Roxanne, how many years have you been married?
Actually, we've just got married last December 2020 po. Months pa lang.
Wow! Congratulations! Ang bas.
Thank you.
So, nung sinasabi yung gumagasta kayo, mag-boyfriend pa lang kayo noon. So,
Opo. Hindi pa mag-asawa pero away na kami ng away due to, yun nga po, gasta kami ng gasta. Wala kaming ipon, so yun.
sumasakit ang ulo kasi hindi namin alam sino yung lilibre next time. Wala, pareho na kami walang pera.
So, napakamatipid pala ng wedding ninyo kasi lockdown wedding. So, very small wedding ang nangyari sa inyo, ha?
Actually po, medyo tipid and medyo parang average. Kasi of course, dream wedding pa rin namin yon. But yeah, hindi kami masyado naka-overspend because lockdown, and at the same time, budgeted din na yung aming wedding. Talagang naplano namin ng tama din.
Okay, nako yan. Kailangan namin matutunan. I'm sure merong mga millennials, young couples din, or maybe mag-boyfriend na nanonood sa atin at kailangan matutunan kung paano mag-budget for a life together, no? A future together. Let me go back to Ray and Ginalyn. I know that you struggled with money before to the point na nagkautang-utang din kayo. But when you started to learn about how money works, this turned your finances around. Ngayon, gusto kong pag-usapan yung mga laws of wealth creation, no? Meron palang mga alituntunin na sinusundan ang pag-iipon at pagpapalaki ng pera. But before we go into that, sa experience nyo, gaya nga ng na-mention ni Ray, no, halos gabi-gabi kayong merong mga kina-counsel, tinutulungan, min-mentor ng mga tao about their finances. You know, when you help people with their finances, ano yung mga top reasons na kung bakit hindi umuunlad ang financial life ng mga Pilipino?
Una-una, Sister Riz, no? Bakit nagkahirap yung mga Pilipino? No, isa na kami doon during that time, no, na hindi pa namin natutunan yung financial education. So, number one, yung mga tao na hindi na umuunlad kasi sa daming nababaon na sila sa utang. And of course, pag nangungutang ka, money working against them. So, ganun din kami before, no? So, kahit kulang yung sahod, gasto ng gasto, as what Roxanne at Kenneth said, na hindi matatakot gumasto. Kasi akala natin kasi may sahod, no? Kahit ang sahod maliit lang compare sa gastos, pero hindi kami takot mangungutang before. Pero yung natutunan namin yung financial education kasi sometimes people lack of financial education. So, some of it, they are overspending. So, kagaya ko before, no, alam mo naman, Sister Riz, yung mga babae mahilig bumili ng shoes, bumili ng bag. So, kahit may bag, bumili pa rin. Kahit may shoes, bumili pa rin. No, and then sometimes hindi na magamit yung shoes. So, nasira na. No? So, pero yung natutunan,
Jenaline, tamang-tama ka. Alam mo kung bakit? Lalo na ngayong pandemya, hindi ba ang mga sapatos natin nakaparada? Walang pinupuntahan. Pati ang mga bag hindi nakakalabas sa cabinet, di ba? Go ahead, Gina.
Kasi kahit may bag, bibili pa rin ng bag, no? So kahit may shoes, bibili ng shoes. So overspending, kaya nangungutang. Kaya we realize during that time na in-invite kami dito sa IMG, no? Dito namin natutunan na you need to buy something, no? I-differentiate mo yung wants at saka needs. So dati, kahit as long as gusto mo, that's wants, no? So kahit hindi mo kailangan, bibili ka, no? Kasi example, may sale, no? Pag may sale, bibilhin kasi baka bukas wala na yung sale na yon. So yun, doon kami nagkahirap kasi nagkautang-utang kasi dahil doon sa overspending. So ngayon naturuan kami about sa IMG, about financial education, kasi dito din sa tayong lahat din, we need financial education. We need a coach, we need a mentor na magtuturo sa atin. Buti na lang na na-meet namin si Sir Joanne na siya yung coach at saka mentor namin na tinuturuan kami paano mag-save. So ngayon, na natuto na kami, so alam na namin gumastos, no? So kung needs yon, kailangan bumibili. Pag wants, hindi na. So sa Sister Risa kanina, no, walang travel, so yung sapatos hindi na suot at saka bag. Okay, so yun yung mga overspending, kaya sometimes people hindi sila nababaon sa mga utang kasi dahil sa overspending at saka lack of financial education.
Let me ask you, Ray, kasi sina Ken and Roxanne, newly married, kayo, mga ilang years na kayo married nung natuto kayo about your finances and you were able to turn your finances around?
Yeah, I was, Sister Riz, I was age 30 when I get married. And during that time was age 27. So katulad ni Roxanne tsaka si Kenneth din, si Riz, Kenneth right now is 30, tsaka si Roxanne is age 27. So how we wish na katulad nila na batang-bata pa talaga na natutunan na about nituro ni IMG, kasi yun po, yung time namin, 25 years ago, talagang hindi namin alam. So we're just so lucky enough talaga, God is really good to us po kasi talagang binibigyan kami ng instrumento, dinala kami sa IMG. So from there po, yung invitation na yon totally changed our life po kasi dito talaga namin natutunan sa IMG paano talaga i-manage yung pera. It doesn't matter how big or small po. Kasi karamihan kasi natin, akala natin na pag-iipon, malaking pera kaagad. So dito ko natutunan sa IMG po na small changes po can become big money. Importante na po talaga yung decision making natin na ano ba talagang gusto mo? Mag-ipon ka na maraming utang o mag-ipon ka na maraming savings para sa future mo po. So yun talaga, wake up po talaga po yung way back July 15 of 1998 po, talagang ito talaga change our life po, yung information na binibigay ni IMG.
Ang tagal niyo na palang so at least yung finances niyo ay ayos na in the last 25 years. Okay, we have a minute to go before we break for commercial. You were telling me earlier about the X curve. And alam ko tinuturo niyo yan. And can you just give us konting patikim lang before we break for commercial, tapos explain nyo sa atin in full. Jenaline, what's that X curve na pinag-uusapan sa IMG?
So yung X-Corp, Sister Risa, tinatawag namin yung ribbon of life. No? Kasi we have 2 lines, no? It's a ribbon of life na it's a story of life of a person na 2 curve. No? Yung isang curve paakyat, which is the law of building wealth, and yung isang curve is yung pababa, which is the law of decreasing responsibility. So normally, Sister Riz, when we are still young, just like ni Kenneth at saka ni Roxanne, pati kami, we are still young, no? So we have we have a big responsibility, and then small pa yung income natin. So anong kailangan natin? Kasi if we have big responsibility, just like kids education, we have food, shelter, clothing natin, so mga pagkain natin. So marami tayong responsibility, pero yung income natin maliit pa. So, kailangan natin yung paakyatin yung income, kaya yung X-Corp, aakyat yun para time will come kasi while we are still working, no? So, we work so hard for money. So, ngayon, pag nagtrabaho tayo, we work so hard for money, and then paakyatin natin yung building, yung wealth line natin. So, kailangan tayo mag-set aside para sa sarili natin, no? Sa pamilya. So, dahan-dahan naman yon, hindi naman agad-agad, no? Hindi naman agad-agad ay kaagad aakyat yon. So, dahan-dahan lang.
Gina, teka lang ha. Dahan-dahanin ko yung X-curve na yan ha, para mas maintindihan natin. Mag-break lang po tayo for commercial, and then we will come back at lalong i-explain sa atin ng Corvera and Labrado couples ang X-curve. Sa pagbabalik po ng Your Money Matters.
Ang makalaya sa utang.
Sa usaping pinansyal, magkaroon ng sapat na kaalaman.
Matutong mag-ipon.
Ang pinagpaguran.
Hindi masasayang.
Hindi mababaliwala.
Kahalagahan ng kinikita.
Para sa sarili.
Para sa pamilya.
Para sa mga mahal natin sa buhay.
Ako.
Kami!
Tayo.
Bahagi ako.
Join ako.
Kaya nating abutin ang 30 million Filipinos financially educated by the year 2030. Hashtag 30M2030. Corina Sanchez Rojas, kasama ninyo sa isang makabuluhang misyon.
Someday, you will get older, slower, grayer, but also wiser, calmer, and freer than ever. At Kaiser, we help you prepare for those years ahead, so you can keep doing what you love with the people that matter the most. Prepare for your future today. Kaiser International Health Group, the first name in healthcare.
Okay, nagbabalik po tayo sa Your Money Matters, and before tayo nag-break, si Gina and Ray were explaining to us yung X-curve or loss of, yung ribbon of life. So, pinapakita natin yan, napapakita natin yung, so, habang bata, tatanungin ko yung mga bata, ha? Yung batang couple dito. So, habang bata pa kayo, Roxanne at Ken, madami kayong responsibilidad. Kayo personally, ano yung mga responsibilidad nyo? I mean, I know you were just married, few months married. Ano yung mga responsibilidad nyo as a married couple ngayon?
Magsisimula ako with before, nung bago pa kami ikasal, hindi naman gano'n talaga kalaki yung responsibility sa aking family, no? Talagang napakaswerte ko kasi yung family namin, we are teamwork kami sa aming finances. So hindi ako naging katulad ng iba na na naging tinatawag nating sandwich generation, no? Kumbaga, sila yung may trabaho, sila yung nag-aalaga sa kanilang mga magulang, sila pa yung nagpapaaral sa kanilang mga kapatid. Sa aking situation naman, yung aking kapatid kasi nag-aaral ng law, which is magbabar na din siya this year. So I was one na tumutulong sa kanya. So kami sa family, talagang sabi ko nga, teamwork kami. So hindi ako masyadong nabibigatan. Pero challenging for us kasi nga my income that time is not that big, no? And kasi kailangan mo magbayad ng rent, 'di ba? Practical 'yan. Kailangan mong mag-grocery, so para may makain. So transportation pa, yung mga internet pa, kailangan sa business, kailangan sa trabaho. So talagang maraming mga expenses. So yun yung nakikita kong responsibility kasi yung ating mga gastusin, nandyan naman yan always. And kaya nga medyo challenging for us that time kasi we have small income pero yung aming responsibility mataas. As a millennial, dadagdagan pa natin ng mga luho. Kaya before mag-end yung month, ang daming luha. Kasi inuuna yung luho, kaya lumuluha talaga kasi yun na nga, kinakapos. Oo, and yun na nga, tinatawag namin yung mga sarili namin dati as poor professionals. Mga professional na poor or broke. Kasi nga, yun nga, hindi talaga kami marunong mag-manage ng aming finances. Kulang na nga yung income, hindi pa ma-manage ng tama. So talagang challenging. And yun ang sabi ko, dinadagdagan ng luho. So talagang pataas ng pataas yung lifestyle. Lalo kaming mas gumagapang. Yan as a newlywed naman, of course, no, merong mga konting adjustments, no, kasi nga magkasama na kami and kailangan na namin lumipat ng bahay. So meaning mas higher rent. And at the same time, yun na nga, basta may mga adjustments with the finances. But yun na nga, we are very grateful na mayroong nakapagturo talaga sa amin. Napunta kami sa organization na maturuan kami i-manage yung aming finances. And si Ma'am Gina, Sir Ray are some of our mentors, no? Talagang hindi lang pera yung pinag-uusapan namin. They are actually mentors din namin sa aming relationship, sa aming spiritual life, no? And yun nga, ang dami na itulong ng mga yung organization itong IMG nga na.
Imagine from paycheck to paycheck, no? Nagawa namin ng paraan, no? So, yun. Though sa side ko, wala naman kaming masyadong responsibility. I am fortunate enough, kagaya ni Kenneth, no? Yun lang, as of the moment, as a married couple rather, adjustment lang talaga. And, yun.
Let me ask you, wala pa kayong anak ngayon, tama?
Wala.
You don't have kids yet, but you plan to have kids, you want to have kids, tama?
Soon,
Are you on the way? Ay, exciting naman yan, di ba? Kasi you're looking forward to at least 18 years of schooling, di ba? Kasi K to 12, di ba? Tapos, pagkatapos ng K to 12, actually yung K to 12 pala, 13 years yun kasi kinder, tas grade 1 to 12 pa. Tapos kung 4 years of college lang yung anak nyo, edi another, 17 years. Tapos ilang anak ang gusto nyong magkaroon? Roxanne,
pag-usapan namin mamaya.
Pag-usapan nyo mamaya. Sige, sabihin
Pero,
natin dalawa lang. Sabihin natin kayo.
Ideally, dalawa.
Ideally, dalawa, di ba? So, can you just give us an example of how you're preparing for something that massive, you know? Kasi hindi siya something na pwede nyong, after 1 or 2 years, pag nahirapan kayo, ay, wag na natin paaral yung mga bata. Di ba? It's something na pwede mong, you cannot quit, midway eh. 'Di ba? So, yung kumbaga para sa mga young couples na nanonood sa atin, bigyan niyo nga kami ng parang framework kung paano niyo dinidivide at sinesave yung pera nyo kasi meron kayong gastos ngayon. You mentioned you have syempre mga rent, food, water, utilities. Tapos at the same time, meron kayong planong for the future. So can you just give us just an idea of how you manage your finances?
Okay, so that's a good topic. Yeah. Especially talking about having kids, no? Yung nabasa or yung tinuturo natin that was 4 or 5 years ago na yung based on statistics, kapag magpapalaki ka ng isang bata, it will cost you around 2 million hanggang 18 years old. Pagpapalaki pa lang yun. So hindi pa kasama yung pang-college, di ba? So kaya nga, if that's the cost of one child, if we need to, if plano namin 2 bata, so kailangan namin mas malaki than kailangan namin talagang makapag-ipon, makapag-invest kasi yun na nga, pagpapalaki pa lang, it will cost you millions already. How much more sa college education? And yung statistic na yun, that was 5 years ago. So based on the inflation ngayon, medyo talagang costly na. So hindi na enough yung 2 million for one child. So yun na nga, kaya kailangan natin, sinabi kanina na yung X-curve, no? Which is the law of building wealth and decreasing our responsibility. Over time kasi, we need to increase our money. No? Kasi yun na nga, we need to increase our wealth. Kasi kailangan natin, especially, yan na nga, pagpapaaral ng anak. No? If you have 2 kids and the cost of education, let's say for example, minimum 1 million, so kailangan mong meron kang savings na 1 million pang college nila. Diba? So if hindi ka magsisimula ngayon, then it's harder, mahirap para sa mga anak mo makapag-aral. So ang tanong, ano ba yung gagawin ko? Paano ba ako mag-set aside, di ba? So kaya nga tinuturo din natin yung tinatawag nating abundance formula na pagdating ng sahod, pagdating ng income, kailangan magtabi talaga.
Bawas talaga ng savings, para sa savings.
Oo, so kailangan talaga priority yung savings. In fact, yung abundance formula is your income minus tithes. Of course, no, we need to give back what is not ours, di ba? So at the same time, kahit 20% ng yung buong income, 20%, mai-save mo yon. And also, yung remaining funds, yun na yung para sa mga bills, para sa expenses. And yung 20% naman, that was, yun yung sinasabi natin na, yun nga, savings, no? Pero hindi enough yung savings lang kasi in growing money kasi may 2 steps eh. Step 1 is you accumulate. No? Kumbaga, itatabi ko itong pera na to, pero portion of my money, kailangan mai-invest ko. Just like for example, growing a mango tree. No? Kung gusto kong magkaroon ng unlimited na mangga later on, kailangan kong magtanim ngayon. So yung mga seeds na mga na-accumulate or na-set aside ko, kailangan kong maitanim yon. In other words, sa finances, kailangan mai-invest ko para it will grow and one day it will give me a lot of money kahit hindi na ako magtatrabaho, yung pera na yung bubuhay sa akin, yung pera na yung magpapaaral sa anak ko kahit wala na akong income. So yun yung isang topic na sa building wealth, no, sa X-curve na talagang we need to learn the formula. Ano yung formula? Which is sabi ko nga kanina, abundance formula. At the same time, we need to understand that hindi enough yung saving. We need to also invest portion of our money. And when we say invest, doon na rin papasok yung topic like Rule of 72. We need to learn the compounding interest kasi kumbaga sa pagtatanim ng mangga, yun yung ating tinatawag na parang fertilizer, yung ginagawa mo para talaga mabuhay yung mangga, para talaga mas mabilis siya mag-grow. So yun yung purpose ng interest. But yun nga, bottom line is kahit marami tayong responsibility ngayon, maliit pa yung income, wag natin yung gawing excuse not to save, no? Kasi kailangan baliktarin natin yung ating mindset na kailangan, dahil nga maliit yung aking income, malaki yung aking responsibility, that's the reason why I need to save. Kasi what if mawalan ako ng trabaho? Ano yung mangyayari sa future namin ng mga asawa? Ano yung mangyayari sa future ng anak ko if hindi ako makapag-save? So yun po, talagang set aside lang. Pagdating ng income, set aside. And you need to know ano yung purpose nung bakit ako nagse-set aside, para saan ba to? Ito para sa pang-college ng anak ko, ito para sa house and lot namin later on, something like that. So, yun po.
Nice. Okay, let me go back to Gina Lynn and Ray. In the X-curve on the left side, yan yung kung nasan si Ken at si Roxanne, bata, maraming responsibilidad. In fact, yung responsibilities nila will grow as their marriage progresses habang tumatagal, no? Kasi magkakaroon pa lang sila ng mga anak and stuff like that. And on the right side, and this is on the left side is where it is less secure ka, no, yung financially. On the right side, yun yung mas may edad na, and yan yung mas nakasulat. Well, dapat mas secure na ang finances mo dyan. So, how do you reach that point of financial security when you live off on your interest, yung sinasabi ni Ken na, so where should you be investing your savings para maabot mo yung point na financially secure ka na?
Yeah, tama, Ceres. Based yun, ang nga talaga yung sinishare ni Kenneth, talagang yung X-curve concept po talaga, dalawa siyang curve na nag-meet siya in between. So dapat po talaga mag-meet in between. Yung unang binabanggit ni Jeline kanina, Ceres, yung paakyat po, yung the law of building wealth, yun ang tinatawag natin na money curve or savings curve po. Tsaka yung X-curve naman, yung isa po, yung pababa, ang tinatawag natin po na the law of decreasing our obligation or responsibility sa ating pamilya po. So normally, from younger years to older years talaga yan. Kasi ang focus natin, tama yung sinasabi ni Kenneth, na magtanim po talaga po, planting talaga. Kasi saving po is planting. So it starts somewhere po talaga. Kasi karamihan ng mga tao, akala nila savings po, laki ang pera kaagad. Hindi nila naalala po na talagang savings po, nagagaling yan po sa talagang discipline po at saka consistency. Diba? So peso earn po at saka peso save is a reduction of our responsibility. In other words, there is, bababa yung obligation natin kung talagang we start right now to build up the equity po. Diba? Kasaramihan kasi ng mga issues ng mga tao, pag 20s pa po kasi sa talagang working days of our life, siguro pinakamataas siguro there is 40 years of working for the money. Siguro from 20 siguro hanggang 60. Pero karamihan sa 20s po, karamihan ng mga tao ang excuse nila, ayaw ko muna mag-save. In a way, bata pa naman ako kasi I wanna have fun. Karamihan ng mga tao po talaga sa 20s po, talagang hindi nakapag-umpisa. Kasi ang mindset, I wanna spend here, I wanna go there. Talagang gusto kong, di ba, gumimik na muna, di ba? I wanna have fun.
Enjoy muna yung pera.
Enjoy muna tayo because life is so sinasabi nila. Sabi na, sige, baka sa 30s po, pwede ako mag-save. Pagdating ng 30s naman po, katulad ko, at age 30 po, sabi ko, wag muna yung savings. Kaya ang focus ko, I wanna get married. Kailangan ko laking pera kasi para panggastos po sa mga tao na hindi ko kilala. Pakakain mo yung tao hindi mo kilala. So I wanna spend for my wedding. So tsaka lang yung savings. Pag 40s na siguro. Pagdating ng 40s na race, ay excuse naman po. Pag 40s, ayoko na, hindi ako makapag-save kasi may mga anak na ako. I need to save. So sinasabi kanina po, I wanna spend more my family. I wanna send my kids to school. Siguro sa 50s na siguro ako pwede ako mag-save. Ready na siguro pag 50s. Pagdating ng 50s po, gano'n na rin po. Sabi, hindi ako makapag-save kasi may mga apo na rin ako. Tumutulong ako sa mga apo ko. Hanggang 60s po. No, dumating ng 60s na. So 20 to 60 po, 40 years of working for the money. Now, ngayon, 60. Pwede na ako mag-save, pero it's already too late po. Kasi ang number one ally talaga ng pera is time talaga po. Kailangan ng time, yung sabi ni Kenneth na the part of compounding interest, it is time to grow our money talaga po. So may tinatawag sa money curve natin po yung paakyat ng money curve na hindi man kailangan na malaking pera kaagad. It starts somewhere po talaga. It doesn't matter how small it is kasi ang una po talaga yung habit of saving money. Kasi pag na-habit ko na pag-ipon po, it will right now money working for you. Para dating ang panahon, money can be working for us po the rest of the life na. Kasi may tinatawagin po na wealth formula. Una po yung wealth formula is money. Money came siguro yung kita natin po sa sahod natin, sa trabaho natin, or maybe sa abroad po, or maybe we have a business. So may pera talaga kasi hindi man tayo mabubuhay sa mundo na ito ng pera po. So number one ally na po, money plus po, yung pangalawa, yung plus time. So kailangan talaga ng time po. So if you start early, right now, time is on your side. Nagiging ally nyo po. Kasi pag later na, baka po, money is not on your side already. Yung time po, wala na sa ating side. Diba? So tapos, next po, money plus time. Then, meron siya series na plus minus din po. Plus minus, plus slash minus po, rate of return. Dapat may rate of return. But make sure lang po, yung rate of return na yan, saan ba po talaga, is it working on our side or is it working against our side? Now, how can we say that money is working for us? Pag nagsisave po tayo, kasi pag nagsave po tayo po, may dagdag. Ano yung sinasabi na money against our side? Pag umuutang po tayo, kasi kung anong pera natin po, umutang tayo po, hindi sa atin yan kasi binibayad natin dyan sa ibang tao. So that's money working against us. So saving is plus po, minus is utang. So make sure po, maraming plus kayo dun sa minuses po. Diba? So make sure po is talagang minus naman po inflation. Yung sinasabi ni Kenneth kanina. Inflation po, andun siya, but is a silent killer. Kasi hindi natin nakikita po siya, pero andun siya. Yung buying power ng peso, Just like yung pandesal before, 10 years ago po, napakabura, siguro 25 centavos yung pandesal. Yung pandesal ngayon po, 5 pesos na lang. So, magkano kayang pandesal po 20 years from now? Siguro baka 100 pesos na. Talagang yun ang inflation po, kinakain yung buying power ng peso na to. Make sure na we outpace inflation po. Ano yung outpace inflation? Make sure that yung rate of return po ng pera natin should be higher than the inflation. Kasi kung hindi, we lose money every single day, di ba? So without knowing, when we retire, ganun pa rin po. If you notice, maraming tao pa rin, naghihirap pa rin sila kasi hindi naintindihan paano mag-save ng tama. So sa savings naman po, may tinatawag na saving the right way versus saving the wrong way. So make sure po talaga na andun tayo sa saving the right way. Yun ang tinuturo ni IMG, paano mag-save ng right way po ng tama talaga. Tapos yung last naman po na minus. So ulitin ko po, money plus time plus minus rate of return, minus inflation, last po but not least, minus taxation. Diba? So, maraming taxes po, diba? Lahat-lahat tayo nabuhay sa mundo, may taxes na agad. You make money, you pay tax, diba? O may pibilhin ka, talaga magka-tax sa'yo po, tulong sa gobyerno yan. Andun siya. Pero importante lang po na alam natin yung mga, ano bang mga ways na meron itong tax advantage, diba? That money also right now can save more because meron tayong tinatawag na tax advantage products po. Katulad ng healthcare, katulad ng insurance po, tax shelter yun. Then, equals po, yun ang wealth natin. So, focus tayo po dun sa paakyat po yung money curve. Kasi ang intention natin po, tama yung sabi mo, Steris, na from less secure to more secure. So, hindi tayo magiging more secure po pag wala tayong ipon. Di ba? Baka hanggang 60 po, less secure pa yung tao kasi hindi talaga umakyat yung money curve. So, hindi din bumababa yung responsibility curve. So, the whole point is, we can control po the money curve because the more you control the money curve po, yung savings curve, the more we control our responsibility curve po. So, yun, from less secure to more secure, from younger years to older years. So, lahat-lahat ng tao po, talagang we're not getting any younger. Talagang, totoo yun po. 25 years ago, nakikita ko na I need to start. Diba? So, sa totoo lang po, kami ni Ginaline, we don't have that enough money po. We start from small money po. Then eventually, magiging habit talaga.
Yeah. Let me just, we're running out of time, but just one last question, Gina. How long nag-turn around yung finances nyo? Kasi mula dun sa nagka-utang-utang kayo, tapos yung nakaahon na kayo sa utang and then nagsasave. Mga how many years yan nung naayos nyo yung kumbaga yung financial foundation nyo?
Naayos namin, Sister Riz, yung financial foundation namin, mga 5 years.
Okay.
To grow your money.
5 years. Yeah, I just wanted to ask that kasi some people think na yung pag-aayos ng finances nila overnight, yung parang dati nagkadautang ako tapos one day na nalaman ko yung loss of wealth creation tapos biglang kinabukasan, yay, nabayaran ko na lahat ng utang ko. So, para lang ma-manage yung expectations, so, kaya kailangan may disiplina, no? Yes. So, it takes time to build wealth. It took the Labrado couple 5 years and, the Corvera couple, they're very young and they're establishing their their financial foundation. So wag nating isipin na overnight ito, pero you gotta start somewhere. So we're just gonna break for commercial and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna ask the experts sa pagbabalik ng Your Money Matters.
Love comes in many forms. But in times of trial and uncertainty, nothing spells love better than security, peace of mind, and hope for the future. For over 50 years, we have helped people express this 4-letter word, so you can face life head-on and savor every moment it brings. Manila Bankers Life. The best way to show your love.
Kaiser Medical Center provides a wide array of diagnostic and medical care services, ranging from immediate quality medical care to consultation to individuals and companies all over the Philippines. And because we value your health, our ultimate goal is to be your partner in health and wellness, even long after your visit with us. Kaiser Medical Center is a diagnostic clinic equipped with highly committed and experienced professionals willing to provide you with excellent healthcare service, focused on health and wellness at all times. Our aim is to have a consistent, lifelong relationship with our patients by providing convenient and affordable quality medical care and consultation which is preventive and curative in a happy, safe, and friendly environment. Kaiser Medical Center, kaagapay mo sa kalusugan. Protect yourself and your family and be certain with your future with Fidelity Life. It has been a long-time dedicated partner of IMG that provides life insurance benefit exclusively to its members to meet their risk protection needs. In partnership with Everest Memorial Services, Fidelity Life is also providing its members with free access to 24/7 Memorial Concierge services. With the consent of the beneficiary, Fidelity Life shall apply the insurance benefit to cover the expenses for the memorial services of the deceased member. At Fidelity Life, the care of our members and their families is our first and most important business. Be life confident by protecting your loved ones and securing your future.
I am currently working from home. So my question is, what is the best instrument to put my emergency fund in and how accessible my emergency fund should be?
Okay, ang question ni Janine, saan daw dapat nakalagay ang emergency fund at gaano ka-accessible ito? Ginaline, you wanna start?
Okay, so emergency fund, there's dalawang klase yon, no? So emergency fund is a short-term instrument. And then there's also a long-term instrument. So sa tanong ni Janine, saan ilalagay niya yung emergency fund na makukuha niya agad-agad? So ang emergency fund dapat ilalagay sa bank, no? Kasi you can get it right away anytime, especially if you have an ATM. But ang emergency fund lang is kailangan you need to save at least 3 to 6 months of your income para may emergency fund ka. But especially right now na there's a pandemic, so you can save more, no? But there's also a way na it's a long-term investment or long-term instrument sa emergency fund. Depende sa goal mo kung ano yung dapat ilagay mo doon sa emergency fund. Kasi sometimes there is a lot of people mag-save sila. They have an emergency fund just to buy something, just like cell phone or TV, di ba? Pero pag may mag-emergency fund ka na i-set aside mo for your emergency needs, no? Just like hospitalization, no? Pag may nasakit sa pamilya, so kailangan ka ng emergency fund. But you also diversify your emergency fund, no? So some of it, no, put it in the bank for daily purposes natin, but some of it is ilalagay din natin sa magandang instrument or investment company na for our retirement. So, yun lang ang emergency fund. But if you want it short term, so put it in the bank.
Okay, so very clear, no, na ang sale po sa mall hindi emergency. No, Roxanne and Ken? What can you tell? What can you tell Janine?
Talagang kapag nasa mall ka minsan, no, nakikita natin meron pang mga tinatawag na emergency sale. So maiisip, uy, meron akong emergency fund kasi merong emergency sale. Yung emergency fund mo para sa sakaling meron tayong income, sakaling meron tayong gastusin na hindi natin inaasahan, baka wala tayong magamit. Tapos sasabihin naman, okay lang yan kasi yung emergency sale ngayon hanggang midnight lang.
Midnight lang.
Pwede nating pag-ipunan yan ulit, di ba? So, yun yung kadalasang dahilan kung bakit talaga maraming Filipino din yung nag-fail kasi nga sa kakulangan ng financial education. If kulang kasi yung financial education, hindi ka rin masyadong disiplinado when it comes to building your emergency fund. Kasi lahat ng nakikita mo, emergency na. Nag-notify yung shopping, online shopping mo, di ba? Emergency ka agad. So, kaya kailangan din talaga ng financial education para madisiplina ka. So, kung ang tanong, saan ko ba ilalagay yung aking emergency fund? Sabi nga ni Ma'am Gina, kung short-term emergencies ang tinitingnan mo, mas mabuti yung bangko kasi anytime you can get it, no? And if long-term emergencies, so yun nga, merong mga magandang paglagyan dyan. And personally din, mas maganda rin na aside from building up your emergency fund, dapat talaga meron ka ding another source of income. Very important na you need to, kasi yun yung pinakamagandang backup eh. If merong problema katulad ng nangyari, nagka-pandemic, ang daming nawalan ng trabaho, kahit meron pa silang emergency fund, naubos din. Kasi wala silang ibang backup source of income. So para meron kang peace of mind, aside from building up your emergency fund, you need to have a backup career also. So yun yung talagang na naitulong din sa amin kasi when we are building up our emergency fund, meron din kaming backup career. In fact, yung aming backup career, backup income, nakatulong pa pag-pay off sa aming mga utang. And starting 2018, proudly, naging debt-free na kami. And yun na nga, that's one effect of having additional cash flow also. So yun lang po. Yun lang po.
Galing. Ang sarap naman mag-umpisa ng buhay na walang utang, di ba? Thank you so much. Ken and Roxanne Corbero and Ray and Ginaline Labrado. Napakasimple lang ng X-Curve. Pero it was very enlightening, lalo na para sa mga tao na walang direksyon ang kanilang financial life. So thank you for gracing our show. Sana maimbitahan namin kayo ulit.
Thank you, Sister Rosa. Thank you very much po sa lahat and the opportunity.
Ang katanungan mo ay maaaring katanungan din ng karamihan, kaya padalhan nyo na po dito sa amin ang video questions nyo. Just email it to yourmoneymatters.ph@gmail.com. And we have an important announcement. Gusto mo bang manalo ng iPhone 12 Pro Max? Learn, click, and win! Here's how. Subscribe to the IMG YouTube channel, click the notification bell, share one episode of Your Money Matters on your Facebook page, and tag 3 friends using the hashtags #IMG Your Money Matters, #IMG Great iPhone 12 Pro Max Giveaway, #IMG Official Channel. Visit www.img-corp.com/iPhone12PMax and fill up the survey and registration form. Our lucky winner will be announced through a live raffle draw on episode 26 of Your Money Matters. Enjoy the learnings brought to you by Your Money Matters and IMG and win exciting prizes. Thank you for watching today's episode. Before I go, I want to share with you one last word from Proverbs 21 verse 20. Sa Tagalog, ang bahay ng matalino'y napupuno ng kayamanan, ngunit lahat ay winawaldas ng taong mangmang. Ay grabe, di ba? That's why we have our show where we can learn about how to be good stewards of the wealth that God has given us para alam natin kung paano to palaguin at pangalagaan ayon sa kalooban ng Diyos. Till our next episode, I'm Risa Singson Kaupeng. See you again next week, cause your money matters.
we would like to thank our sponsors. Learn the secret to saving and building your future. Become your own financial educator through IMG, International Marketing Group, your total financial solution. May Kaiser para sa'yo, kahit maputi na ang buhok mo. Kaiser International Health Group, the first name in healthcare. Seguridad ng buhay at proteksyon para sa mga minamahal. Manila Bankers Life Insurance Corporation, the best way to show your love. Nangungunang kaagapay mo sa kalusugan. Kaiser Medical Center, your partner in health and wellness.